In this video, we'll look at 18 intermediate and advanced level collocations with the verb get. So grab a notebook and let's get started. Our first collocation is get change, and this means to get smaller bills or coins in exchange for a larger bill. My first example says, the vending machine only accepts exact change, so I had to get change from the nearby convenience store. My second example says, can you please get change for a $20 bill so I can buy a bottle of water? To get changed means something completely different, and this means to change your clothes. I was running late for the meeting, so I quickly got changed into a suit before leaving. My next example says, we got changed into our wetsuits before taking a boat to the coral reef and scuba diving. Next up here we have get a clue, and this means to understand or see the reality of a situation. It's so obvious that she's not interested in you. You need to get a clue and move on. And if you want your business to succeed, you need to get a clue about how to market your product. To get in debt or to get into debt means to owe money to someone or something, such as a bank. I got into debt after I lost my job, and I had to use my credit card to pay my bills. My next example says, if you want to avoid getting in debt, you need to learn how to manage your finances carefully. Here we have get a diploma, get a degree, or get a certificate, and this means to have completed the requirements for a diploma, degree, or certificate. We can also use the verbs earn or receive, so we could say earn a diploma, earn a degree, earn a certificate, or receive a diploma, receive a degree, and receive a certificate. My first example sentence says, it took me 1.5 years to finish all the requirements needed for my master's degree. And my second example says, participants will get a certificate upon satisfactorily completing the course. It means they've done all the assignments and the work they've done is good enough for the certificate. Up next we have get an education, and this means to have gone to school. She decided to go back to school and get an education and improve her job prospects. And my next example says, getting an education is important, but it's also important to learn practical skills and real-life experience. To get fed up with someone or get fed up with something means to be very tired of or angry at someone or something. And we can also use the be verb here, so am is are, was or were, fed up with someone or fed up with something. He was getting fed up with his roommate's messy habits and decided to find a new place to live. My next example says, I'm getting fed up with all the drama and negativity in the office. Our next collocation is to get a good deal, and this is to buy something at a good price. He got a good deal on a used guitar from a seller on Facebook Marketplace. My next example says, I was lucky to get a good deal on my flight tickets for my trip. To get the hang of something means to learn how to do something, especially when it is not simple or obvious. It took me a couple of weeks to get the hang of teaching online. Now I'm a pro. After a few games, I finally got the hang of how to play mahjong. To get hitched is a very informal way to say get married. After years of dating, they finally decided to get hitched, and the couple got hitched in a small, intimate ceremony with just their closest friends and family. To get involved means to take part in an activity or an event, or to be connected with it in some way. We can also use the be verb here, so am, is, are, was, or were involved. She decided to get involved in the local theater group and pursue her passion for acting. And he got involved in a mentorship program to help guide young people in his community. Next up here we have get lost, and this is used to tell someone forcefully and quite rudely to go away. He was trying to pick a fight with me, so I told him to get lost. When we say pick a fight with someone, it means to continuously tease someone or harass them to the point where they start fighting with you. And an angry customer was shouting at my coworker, so I told her to get lost. Here we have get the point, and this means to understand, comprehend, or grasp something. I was reading the article, but I didn't get the point until I read it a second time. And he didn't understand the explanation at first, then he finally got the point. To get to the point, however, is to stop talking about unimportant details and say what is the most important. For example, I told him to get to the point because he was rambling and wasting everybody's time at the meeting. And could you please stop beating around the bush and get to the point? To beat around the bush means to talk about something that's another subject or unimportant details. Here we have get the message across or get one's message across. And this means to make someone understand or believe something. The teacher was able to get the message across to the students by using real-life examples. And she was delivering a speech, but I don't think she got the message across to the audience. To get one's priorities right or to get one's priorities straight means to understand what things are the most important for one to do or deal with. She realized she needed to get her priorities straight and focus on her health. And they realized they needed to get their priorities right in order to have a successful relationship. To get sacked or to get the sack means to remove someone from a job, fire them, usually because they have done something wrong or badly, or as a way of saving the cost of employing them. Over 12,000 Google employees got the sack last month, and she was relieved when she found out that she wouldn't get sacked despite all the rumors flying around. When rumors fly around, it means they are told to many different people. Here we have the collocation get recognition, and this means to be praised or rewarded for something. My first example is, they were grateful to get recognition for their efforts to help the community. My second example is, she was overjoyed to finally get recognition for her innovative ideas and creativity. Thank you for joining me here today. I hope at least one of these collocations with the verb get were new to you. If you found this video helpful, hit those outstanding like and subscribe buttons. See you in the future.